Hey fellow geeks and YouTubers, Trey Guillotine here. Age of Ultron was definitely very different. It was definitely very character heavy. They really focused on character development of the Avengers. With Bruce Banner and the Hulk, we got to see them both as individual characters. It wasn't just one character, Bruce Banner becoming the Hulk. It was Bruce Banner as a character and then the Hulk as a character, which is how it should be. We finally got to see him in his own element. We got to see him as this mad scientist, you know, science broing out with Tony Stark, which was amazing to see because usually when we see Bruce Banner, he's lost and forlorn and working in a bottle company in Brazil, whereas now he's doing science. He's doing what he's passionate about, and I love that. But we also got to see how he feels about the Hulk, his fears with the Hulk. And just on the flip side of that, we got to see the Hulk as his own character. We got to see that there was intelligence there, that he was not just some rage monster, that he has intelligence, that he has self-awareness. He's not just a rage monster going around destroying things, even though he does that a lot, especially in this movie. But he is his own character, and I loved seeing that. With Hawkeye, in this one, he steps up in a very big way, which is saying something because he's the mortal man. He's the vulnerable member of the Avengers. He steps up in a very big way as a leader of the Avengers, and we get to see a lot of what he fights for and what his motives are, why he's an Avenger. The character development didn't just stay with Bruce Banner and the Hulk and Hawkeye. It went across all of the Avengers, and it really brought them back down to their roots, to where they came from. With Captain America, there's a moment where he mentioned that he's looking for an apartment in Brooklyn, which, yes, he's Captain America, but he's also that kid from Brooklyn who stands up to fight for what is right. And, you know, him looking for an apartment in Brooklyn, it brings him back down to that level. With Iron Man, with Tony Stark, there's a moment where he's asked to fix a tractor. I mean, you're asking Tony Stark, who's developed 50+ versions of the Iron Man suit, and now he's being asked to fix a regular tractor. It reminds us that underneath the Iron Man billionaire, genius, playboy, philanthropist he's also an engineer. And with Black Widow, we got to see where she comes from. We got to see her experience in the Black Widow program and her training and what she went through. And we got to see a lot more of the Black Widow program in Agent Carter. After having established what it was, being able to see Natasha's own experience in the program was interesting. They used Thor to really kind of set up the Infinity Stones and what's going on with them in Phase 3. The Infinity Stones weren't just something that they wedged into Avengers Age of Ultron. It had purpose. There was a purpose. There was something relevant to the story of Age of Ultron with the Infinity Stone. Vision, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver are the new Avengers that they brought in. Vision was very deep. He's Paul Bettany, so he already has an amazing voice, and he's an amazing actor. We had him speaking words written by Joss Whedon. So you kind of put the two together, it's almost like Shakespearean superhero. Quicksilver, he was a very dark Quicksilver, very protective of his sister. Scarlet Witch was also equally dark. They're twins, so I guess they should be similar. She was kind of the weird one. Quicksilver would be the popular kid, and his sister would be the weird little sister. She was a very interesting character. She's also a very powerful character. What was just the best part of Age of Ultron was Ultron himself. James Spader stole the show as Ultron. From his first scene to his last, he played the character so well. He just created this unique character. James Spader has an amazing emotional range, and he can go from 0 to 60 or joy to anger in just less than a second, and he transitions between those emotions so well that he just worked perfectly as a villain. He was just like this child who had this idea, and he just couldn't understand why no one agreed with him when he wanted someone to see his vision just as he did, because he knew he was right. His logic, his conclusion was the right one. So it was a very different movie from the first Avengers. It was great in its character development. It did have a lot of amazing action sequences, and the story itself was fantastic. Thanos? What's Thanos doing with the Age of Ultron cast? He doesn't belong there. Or does he? Let me know what you thought of Age of Ultron. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What did you like about it? What did you hate about it? Let me know in the comments. Follow me on all the internets, and subscribe to my channel so we can geek out some more. Thanks for watching. So Captain America, Thor, Hulk.